Alright guys, such comic again. I hope you're doing well and enjoying your day so far. The drama continued in challenges after everything was over. Doug, Censor, Martin and BenJ were getting into it live on air. BenJ called out Doug and said, he fell short, just not the player that he needs to be. But Doug was not especially happy with that on an absolute tirade last night on a number of different topics, and plenty we're going to get into. From us into your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button if you enjoy. Subscribe if you are new as always. I would greatly appreciate it. Happy 29th birthday to Attach. It was his birthday officially yesterday. Still the youngest player to win COD Champs. Probably will remain that way forever. He was 18 years old when he won Champs, and he was 18 years 2 months old. Just to explain the lore here, if you guys haven't been watching for 11 years, and I wouldn't blame you if you haven't, but he won the Advanced Warfare World Championship. It was held in either March or April. I mean, it must have been March, right? Because 18 years, 2 months, as I said, and obviously his birthday's here in January. So I think it was March 2015. It was the Advanced Warfare World Championship, and it was held then because they used to do it earlier in the year so it could coincide with the second DLC so they could sell more packs, basically. That's how they used to do it. COD Champs then moved to the end of the year from the following year in Black Ops 3, and obviously it's been the final event ever since. Now, because of that, Attach turned out he was 18 in time to play COD Champs, but because it was in March, he was able to, he was very young in his 18th year, as it were, the 19th year, whatever you want to say. Whereas nowadays, because it's at the end of the year, and you've got to be 18 to play in the Pro League anyway, which was not always the case back then, if you're going to beat Attach's records for COD Champs youngest player, you're going to have joined the league as soon as you've turned 18 in like May, and then win Champs in June or July. And it's pretty unlikely that's going to happen anytime soon. So I think that'll be a record that stands the test of time for Attach. There was also this clip where Zinni was talking about what happened with Toronto back in the day. Of course, they dropped him for insights famously during the Cold War season. Maybe more of you guys will remember that if you've been around just a few years. You guys might remember the no Zinni, no Winnie that was going around for a while, but then it turned out that actually Insight was pretty good, and Toronto did get better with him. But, well, Zinni reveals exactly how he knew that was about to go down. But let's talk about this Doug Censor Martin drama, right? Because what a character Doug is. It's great to see him back in the scene competing again. And look, I'm not thinking his goal here with competing is he's not trying to make it back to the Pro League and win the World Championship necessarily. He did say that for some time, but now he's got his ring from his 2010 Nationals victory, which was effectively the biggest tournament in the world at the time. And they made that happen over the last couple of years. I think Doug's just, look, he loves competing, right? That's what Doug's all about. He's here to try and be the best version of himself that he can be, try and be the best teammate that he can be, and try and get his team to the best possible level they can get to. And that's incredibly commendable as far as I'm concerned. Now, look, is Doug ever going to be on a pro team again? Is he going to be a world champion? Unlikely, for sure, but that doesn't mean that Doug shouldn't still be commended for what he's doing. And also he's like, the content alongside all of this is fantastic. Doug's a super entertaining character, and following his journey, who knows, maybe back to the top of challenges could be pretty fantastic. And people love to watch Doug, right? He's always got something to say. And well, BenJ and Doug certainly get into it yesterday. So there was a couple of clips. FormaL was watching some of them. Obviously Doug's comeback the other day. He then won this game in a game 5 and was staying humble, right? Doug Censor Martin doing Doug Censor Martin things. But there was also this drama, right? Before we even get into what happened in the Challengers Cup, this always gets talked about. I want to say like once a year, people always talk about this. I'm sure everyone knows that back in the day, Doug Censor Martin, he flew out to Mexico to meet up with Yannick Garcia, dated her for a little while, and then, well, ended off the relationship. It wasn't going to work out. And people always roast Doug for this, and it's like, there's obviously more to relationships than just like what she might look like, right? And I'm not going to get into all the stuff on that, but Zuma definitely implies that there's a lot of stories maybe behind the scenes that we haven't heard between the two. I think Doug actually made it clear at the time, if you guys remember this, but when Doug was dating Yannick, and they would make YouTube videos together, apparently Yannick wanted, like, what, 50% of the revenue that Doug was generating from the videos or something, because, obviously people were watching for her to a certain extent, but Doug didn't really feel like that was the right thing to have as, you know, what's meant to be a relationship, right? Like, you're meant to be two sides of the same coin or whatever. So that was one thing that made Doug feel like it probably wasn't going to work in the longer term. Clearly, there were other things happening behind the scenes as well. Zuma says, look, these articles, people always roast him, but like, they just don't know the whole story. They don't know what was going on there behind the scenes. Doug actually talked about it a little bit as well. So let me share these few clips here because, wow, I mean, we had a nice little 100-point comeback that Doug was making as well during getting to the conclusion of the qualifiers. But unfortunately for Doug and his team, they just fell short in the end, didn't make it into the elite this time. Look, there'll be a relegation in a few weeks. They'll still have a chance in the second round, in addition to Stallions Red in a few weeks' time. And yeah, Doug was crashing out. This is what he does best. And he was crashing out on a number of topics for about 30 minutes, but especially on BenJ. So BenJ had effectively said, yeah, well, it just ain't gonna happen for Doug anymore, right? Maybe you should just call it a day. But, well, you can tell what Doug's response is by watching the body language on screen.
Oh my god, it's a natural pinch. It's a fate pinch. Don't die in the back. Don't die in the back. He's got two. Doug's got two.
What time would it be dead? Oh my god, it's
Oh my god. Yep.
They're gonna be P1. They're gonna be P1. P1 is statue. I have P1 watch statue. I have P1 watch statue. I have P1.
They've done it.
I have P1.
Oh my god.
Oh
my god.
Let's fucking go, baby. Let's fucking go.
Nah, that got me low-key gassed right there for him.
No, I'm kind of
Low-key got me kind of gassed right there.
Go, man. That's their fucking pick. Let's go. Win this shit.
Holy fuck. I don't like. I was gonna type something. I actually don't want to type anything. I don't.
I got it on. I got it on full screen, bro. I got you on full screen. Good shit.
Holy shit. That Loki was kind of like.
AR. Not weak.
That was so scammy. See, that's how you 1v2. Both. Let's watch this first death. This first death's so scammy, bro.
Look at Doug is so tight watching.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Yeah. I think you're right. Look at that scam, bro. Didn't even touch him. You didn't even touch him, bro. You didn't even shoot him.
Look at him. Look at him. Yo, he's so tilted.
No. You're good, Doug.
Stop punching yourself, Doug. It's not you.
Yeah.
Doug, it wasn't you.
That was straight for the stream, though. That was straight for the stream. That was like straight like reaction to get your chat being like you're getting
Yeah, just to know, like, dude, I'm playing with fucking morons.
Yeah. You guys see how hard it is to win in my shoes? Like, he's looking for this shit. Like,
I see nothing out of statue.
That's exactly what that. That's exactly what that.
Looks over his chat and the first thing he sees is all caps. Come on, hide! And Doug's like, I'm telling you. That's not Balla. Last guy's
out of laundry. Baller's laundry somewhere.
Let's go.
Is he gonna talk shit? Is he gonna talk shit?
Nope, too humble for that.
No, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. 6 and 10. He's like, do I shit talk him? He just broke.
Yeah, this is the perfect time, bro.
Listen, he's doing it. What'd he say?
Okay. He said exactly what we said he was gonna say. He said, yo, Balla, GG's, bro.
Yo, what the fuck? We actually easy read Doug. Did we just easy read Doug?
Yeah, we did.
Yo, Balla, GG's, bro. But he didn't do it with the smirk, because like he's kind of tight about those clutches.
Wait,
okay, but like you literally stopped. Like you never did this until now. Like we talked about this and we.
The only reason he didn't smirk is he's still so mad at Hyde.
On raid every time
he was getting in there with the business side.
Yeah, BenJ's good with that stuff. YouTube star dumps world's sexiest weather girl so he can spend more time playing Call of Duty. Nah, bro, this is insane, bro. This is insane.
If you think about it, this is when everything just went downhill.
Bro,
this was the catalyst for it all.
I don't know, because like, if you guys knew more, I feel like I'm on Doug's side with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on Doug's side here. Cause like I've heard some crazy stories, bro. I've heard some crazy stories, man. You know what I mean?
I'm Censor till I die, man.
No, I'm on Doug's side with this, chat. I'm on Doug's side. You know what I'm saying? Look, you know, all I'll say is, bro, like they don't got the whole story, bro. Like these articles and shit, like they just don't know. Like people don't know what's actually going on and don't know like people's lives.
Honestly, man, when it all comes down to it with her, it's 10 years in the fucking past. Can y'all move on? Fuck that shit. It's 10 years in the past. I dumped her 10 years ago. Damn. Move on. Move on. I moved on. Y'all fucking haven't. I don't want to see this shit. I'm tired of this shit. I wish Jeanette nothing but the best. I hope she gets everything she wants in this life. All right? She's got all the money in the world. She's got millions in her bank account. I hope she can find the man of her dreams. I hope she can find that man.
I just want to know that.
She wants a man that's literally just like me. That looks like me, that sounds like me, that acts like me, that moves like me. But it's not going to be me. All right? So I hope, whoever it is, I hope she finds that man. And I hope she's happy. And I hope y'all in the chat could grow a pair of balls because, look, beautiful woman.
Chat.
Beautiful woman, right? Be moving on the map. We're going right. We're going left. We're sitting our fucking corner be cut. We're wrapping DP2 to go around for broken to kill one guy. I'm getting fucking shit on spawning bottom main with an AR. Everyone's taking routes and no one's getting kills. Nothing is free. I'm going to the hill. I'm ironing the hill. There's nothing there. One guy's B-cut dead. One guy's going down P2. He's dead. One guy's top getting back down. I'm bottom mid. Freaking the fuck out.
Wait, he's saying fuck BenJ Nassim. Wait, hold on.
Because this guy's chatting his shit as a grown-ass man, knowing damn fucking well I'm trying to do good shit for this COD community.
He's cooking BenJ.
I love competing. I'm gonna fucking play. And I'm never gonna listen to someone like fucking BenJ Nassim telling me to retire. What if I tell BenJ Nassim to stop fucking yapping? Fuck you. Because I'm trying to make waves in this community. I'm trying to help people get to the league. I help so many fucking kids that are now in the league get jobs.
He said fuck BenJ.
The right kids, the right people, the fucking grinders, the passionate ones, the ones that are genuinely like, I'm trying to do a good shit here, bro. So don't fucking tear my ass down. I just did a goddamn pull-up world record, and if you have any idea what the fuck goes into doing something like that, you would shut your fucking mouth, and you would be patient with me on my comeback to the game. Because I haven't played in 2 years, and I did a pull-up world record. So do fucking 100 pull-ups and get back to me. Because I was averaging 3,000. Just like you. So it hurts when someone like you, a prominent figure in the COD community, somebody who has a massive platform. I mean, I'm talking with the biggest guys in the game right here. It hurts a lot when someone like you says that. It doesn't make me feel good. I just want to say that to you.
I think that's reasonable, and I want to be empathetic and, totally say I understand how you feel about it, Doug. I think to give my perspective on it, I feel like in the capacity that you're in, who's talking in the background? Zen?
I didn't mean to. Go ahead.
Please. You're good. I think, considering you mentioned boss,
sensational content as ever involving these gentlemen, and then BenJ actually responds and says, not qualifying for the elite is my problem, I guess. So here he goes, trying to cook up some fire on the timeline. And then, as you see, obviously they did go on stream together, they talked it out a little bit, and look, two adult men at the end of the day, they got to the conclusion of it. BenJ's like, look, we talked it out, W Doug, it is what it is. But I thought Doug's comments are pretty funny, right? So look, Ben, hit a pull-up, right? Hit 100 pull-ups. Come on, I was doing that for some time, and always BenJ finds himself a way to get into some of these dramas. I mean, you guys remember the off-season when we were in, I don't know, like September, October, and BenJ was beefing with basically everyone, right? Like, he was beefing with Dashy for a bit. He was certainly beefing with Kenny for a little bit. So I don't know if intentionally, but it's just, I think he made those comments about the fact that Kenny and Drazah shouldn't team, because there was a rumor at the time that Kenny and Drazah might be going to Toronto together. Of course, that never happened. But and they've ended up on very much separate teams again. But BenJ was like, yeah, they should not team up again, and what Kenny called him the R word or something like that. So yeah, BenJ does like to find a way to get into some convos and some drama, and this was Doug as well, showing that ring. This is what I was talking about with that ring, right? Because he won, Doug, the Black Ops 1 National Championship. This was pre Activision taking COD seriously. Basically, there was no official world championship, there was no like official circuit. That really happened in Black Ops 2 onwards, a couple of years later. Then from Black Ops 3 it was the Call of Duty World League, then for Modern Warfare 19 it was the Call of Duty League. Obviously everything changed drastically at that point, but a couple of years ago Doug was kind of leading the charge to get those championships recognized as effectively world championships, because while they weren't the world championship, they're not considered by many fans to be in the same era. People still say the first world champions were for Equal Impact in Black Ops 2, Killer, Karma, Miracles, Parasite, as we know. But the previous years, the biggest tournament was the COD National Championship, and Doug led the charge a couple of years back now, I think it was 2024, to get all of those guys who won the national championships for all of those years rings and commemorated as such, which I think is a pretty great thing. Again, people are going to debate whether this really counts as a ring or not. but Doug has a ring from playing Call of Duty. So he's, on some level, he's kind of achieved that goal now. So now it's all about just love of the game. And Doug's here for the love of the game. And that's what I respect about Doug, because there's no doubt that he's not delusional, I don't think, in his ambitions, but he's still very ambitious, doing it for the love of the game. Nothing but respect as far as I'm concerned. So Doug says, GG's to all the teams you played, came up short, didn't qualify for the Season 1 Elite. Much love to the community. We'll be back better and stronger next time around. So very much on Twitter your thoughts on all of this stuff in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Take care. And I'll see you next time.
Nice team, stay down!
Half health right. I'm coming, be cut to time.
Gotcha, I'm telling her right side.
Nice team, stay down!
Half health right. I'm coming, be cut to time.
Gotcha, I'm telling her right side.